Okay, Vince.
Okay, what are you guys going to get us?
Of the chair, I would ask if the committee could appoint a chairperson. Do we have a motion?
A motion to have Vince chair, yes?
All those in favor?
Second.
Okay, thank you very much. Vince?
Good evening. We'll call for this evening by asking people to confirm if they are here or not. James Viscario,
Here.
Valentina,
Here?
and Teresa.
Here.
Ryan Tuff.
Here.
And Alan Burgess.
Here.
I will be your chair for tonight, Vince Marcotte. All applications are subject to a 20-day appeal period. Any person desiring to appeal a decision of this committee of adjustment may, upon request in writing to the secretary, receive a copy of the decision to be used for an appeal, and the fee for filing an appeal can be obtained from the secretary treasurer. This is a virtual meeting of the Committee of Adjustment, and we ask your patience as we go through the meeting. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interests or any general nature thereof? In none seen. Adoption of the minutes. This would be the adoption of the minutes of the October 21st meeting, 2/20. You've had a chance to review it. Is there a
I move
Motion.
adoption. I move adoption.
second? Teresa? Discussion on the motion? All in favor? Those opposed? Carried. Are there any requests for withdrawals or deferrals, Alan or Ryan?
None received.
Okay, so the current application. Our first application is application A 70-20, file 4098. Is that correct? This, okay. It's an application for consent. Is there anybody here representing the applicant or anybody from the public on this application?
It's what is the, I'm sorry, what was the application number again?
Let's do the variance first.
The applicant for the consent application is not online as of yet.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give them an opportunity to still join us, and maybe if we could advance the minor variance, things.
So which one do you want to go first to then?
We could go with file A,
Mahinkas?
-07. No, Morrow.
the Morrow application.
CNL Morrow?
Oh, Almaro, okay, gotcha. Okay, so basically this is the application A7020. Is that the one we're talking about, 655 Donlin Street?
That's correct.
And the subject is to relief from the provision of subsection and bylaw number 5050 as amended to reduce the rear yard setback from 7.6 to 6.4 meters. We've all had a chance to this. Is there anybody on behalf of the Morrows or anybody else to speak to the application?
I'm here.
And you are?
I'm Antonio.
Okay, we have that recorded. Is there anything you'd like to add to the applicant? You understand it and what's being requested and what's coming forth?
Well, like I said, when I came in for this meeting or to continue with this meeting for adjustment was just basically that they were saying the difference of the plan that I had put in versus what the town wanted. So that's why I asked for the variance for basically a storage unit underneath the actual porch, which was causing the variance because they wanted me to go in X amount of feet with the actual porch. So the storage on the bottom would be less than what I would anticipated. So because of two families moving in here, because I ended up going in with my mom and dad, we need a lot more storage than what we required. So that's why we're building this. And then they said that there was a variance. So we put in the application to the committee here to go as is on plan, like because of the storage, and to get even like when we wanted to do this, to get my mom out onto the porch also because she can't go up or down the stairs. We were hoping to build this porch months ago because she can't do the stairs at the moment. So just to get out, some fresh air and whatnot. And then this happened. That it was going like against what the actual variance. So building this the way it is, that's why we put this in, because it just wouldn't be enough storage. It would be taking away from what we really need, which is the extra storage. That's basically what it is. Like the porch is fine, but underneath they want me to close in 4 feet and put an extra footing in. So have the 2 footings underneath the porch versus having it wide open for storage, because there's a lot of stuff we want to put in. Like I'm not going over and beyond what's there. I'm building with what the builder put in, which is the covered porch. So I want to build underneath the covered porch. I don't want to go over what's there. So whatever Mike Tuma, when he built the house, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm not going over. I'm like, pillars are there when the house was built, and I just want to build in the covered porch.
Okay, thank you.
Antonio, I just have a question. How high above grade is the floor of the porch?
We're going to go right to like the foundation, right to the footing.
Right.
And then just fill it in and then go whatever is on the plan and just build a porch on top, railing, and a couple sets of stairs, and hopefully my mom could come out this summer and then enjoy the backyard there.
Right. Right. So basically it's just like you say, railings and steps, no walls or anything above that.
No, just your regular porch. And then once it's been completed, railings, and the steps, railings going down and the steps up and down.
Fair enough.
Any other members of the committee have questions of Mr. Morrow? Administration? Let's see. None?
Available for questions.
Okay, having heard the comments and concerns and having read all the information, is there a motion?
I move acceptance.
Support? Seeing no support, I guess the motion is,
It'll support. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
okay. So I now have a mover and a seconder. Discussion on the motion. We don't have the motion, by the way, as we've had in the past. So this is just a motion as approved or as presented. Or unless you guys have got a motion on your paperwork, I do not. I'm asking that of the committee.
What's this, Vince? You want
Yeah,
what?
are you asking Vince?
No,
I'm
I'm
not
just-
understanding.
I'm just asking, in your packages, do you have the actual motion? Because I do not have one.
Yeah, recommendation, yes.
Recommendation, right?
Recommendation you made.
That's your,
Mhm.
the motion should not be in my professional opinion. You know what I'm getting at, guys?
Says the
There were
report.
no conditions, Vince.
There was
on
no, Right.
on the recommendation.
So whereas in the past, we've always had the actual motion, that whereas the consent and all that, yada, yada, there isn't any of it here. So I just, first of all, want to know if anybody else had that motion. And I think we're agreeing to the intent, but we don't have the wording.
The wording is the relief for the rear yard setback from 7.6 to 6.4 meters for the proposed storage area.
Yeah.
Is that,
That's what I said, we're passing, when we're doing it, I was passing on the intent. Because if you guys, will administration be, go back to the other meeting. Motions are always, whereas the variance, yada, 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 yada. We're not doing that?
So what it is it's because we've got the changeover from our from our planning staff and community adjustment staff changing over through for our clerk staff. They have a different method of writing the resolutions and whatnot. What I will do is I will work with them with regards to the resolution of how it needs to be different than the standard council type resolutions. I know what you're talking about. Normally we do have there's a preamble, and that preamble talks about the fact that the community has had an opportunity to review, comment, and has taken into concerns of both of the neighbors, the residents, and any others in the making of their decision. Should they choose to make that decision, they all. So I will have some discussions with the Parks Department, and we will make some amendments to the.
Okay, I'm not sure the committee understands that. If you go back to the minutes of the last meeting, where we have, it's moved that whereas and the following conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that has been, we don't have any of that. I just want to be sure.
No conditions, yeah.
And
Yeah,
we'll
there's
correct
no-
that, Vince. That should be included.
Okay. So we're certainly, we've agreed to the intent of the motion. All those in favor then,
okay, what are we voting on? To,
just on the intent, we don't have the wording. I don't know if there's, I don't know if the applicant's required to provide a security treasurer, secretary treasurer with easements have been registered. Do all the conditions have to be approved by such a date?
There are no conditions on this application,
yeah, there's no conditions.
but that has to be.
That wording needs to be there.
No problem.
All
Again,
in favor?
it's a matter of working with our clerk's department to kind of continue to get all the
Yeah.
intricacies.
Yeah, we'll pass this through, then we'll come back at the end of the meeting just among ourselves. Okay, so all those in favor then? Those
To
opposed,
approve the,
motion is carried.
to approve the variance, yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Aria. It's been approved.
Okay, is it, okay,
So it's been approved then, or is I,
That's
You're
correct.
good. You're good to go.
I'm good to go the way it stands right now?
You will, what will happen is coming from our secretary treasurer of the committee, you will receive notice of the passing by
Okay.
the committee. There will be an appeal period. Once the appeal period is over, then you'll be in a position to apply for your permit.
Okay, so, and what's the time frame usually on something like that?
It's a 20-day appeal period.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you very
Thank
much.
Next, we go back to the,
Second belly.
I'm sorry, but I just exit out of here then?
We'll go release you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
so we're going to the Mahenka application now.
And they've just joined us.
Okay. Is there somebody from the applicant that would like to speak to the application before us?
There we go.
Here's the video.
Ms. Mahenka? Can you hear us? Hello?
She's having audio issues.
I can't even ask her to unmute.
There's no, like.
Yeah, there seems to be no mic.
Oh. It would appear that Mrs. Mahenka's connection doesn't have a mic. She is present with us, as you can see. Again, I would suggest to the committee that we could either continue to hear the matter, especially in light that there has been no comments received from the public, nor has there been any thing written or provided to us in opposition to this matter, unless the committee does have further questions for the Mahenkas.
Okay.
If they do, then what we could do is we would have to defer this matter and then bring it back.
Okay, I'll go to the committee then.
Yeah.
Are there questions of the Mahenkas? First of all, does everybody understand the application? Because I really didn't until tonight. And so just for clarification, we go to the last page, which has a draft 12-hour plan. So it's the last page on your package. Does everybody see part 1?
Yes?
Mhm. Mhm.
Everybody see part 1? That house, that parcel has house number 2556 on it, which is probably Cindy Mahenka. And what they want is part 3 at the bottom of their land. There's a strip, part 3. They want to sever that from their parents, which is the big part of the back. Part 2, they want to split that so that it connects to part 1 to allow them access to the waterfront. Should their parents sell or have to leave or whatever. Doesn't affect the driveway or anything else at the front. It's really at the rear of the property. And it would become, just to be sure, so it becomes one piece of land, part 1 and part 3 together under the same ownership, and nothing else can be built.
That's correct. What will happen is there'll be a legal merger. The certificate that will be issued by the Committee of Adjustment will be for a lot addition. That certificate, once it's executed by the Mahenka's solicitor, will create the merger of parts 3 and 1 into one contiguous lot. And there will not be any further buildings or structures, or an additional home cannot be created or constructed as a result of the actions of the committee.
Yeah, so at the bottom of the application where it says purpose and effective application, if the application is successful, the applicant wishes to create one lot addition to the property at 2256,
That's
not
correct.
to be interpreted as one additional lot.
That's correct.
Right, that just adds to the rear of the 2256. Yep,
That's correct.
So you're just taking it from the parents, giving it to the daughter.
adding it to the back.
Daughter-in-law.
Yep.
That's correct.
Does anybody have any questions of administration? Do we all understand what is being, and so now if I ask for a motion, because there are conditions on here. Okay, first of all, we all understand the concept?
Yes.
We're all in agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how to, if you go back to the recommendation, basically says it's recommended be approved the following conditions. So somewhere along there, we're going to have to put whereas go through the approval and put those conditions on the motion. Would that be correct, Alan or Brian?
Yeah, again, we'll be working with the clerk's department to make sure that happens. So basically, what will happen is, yeah, so we'll add the language similar to what the minutes are that you were referring to previously. So basically, it's like in this case, whereas the consent is consistent with the general intent and purposes of the.
Right,
official
yeah.
plan, and that the implementing zoning bylaw is amended from time to time, having heard comments received from public agencies, staff, there it be resolved that this application being application B.
Right. B1220.
B1220 file 4099 be approved subject to the following conditions, and then the conditions will be as it's indicated in the recommendation.
And do the Mahenkas know what 1 and 2 is?
Mahenkas have received that, and basically, if you look at what the what's being required, they've already prepared the draft 12R plan. So they've already fulfilled basically condition 1, with the exception that we just have to tell them that once the committee approves this application, that they could go ahead and register the document. So they for the most part, they've already, there's no other conditions, or there's no other requirements for works to be done. So.
Okay, so you've all heard the motion, sort of. So I'll ask, somebody in favor, moved by Teresa, support? Are we going to lose again? Oh, Jim's good. Okay, seconded. All in favor?
Yeah.
Those opposed? Motion is carried. Convey to the man because it's been approved and subject to the motion and the appeal period.
Okay.
So
The Mahenkas are still trying to figure out, it looks like something. What we'll do is we'll release them, and then I'm sure
Somebody
they'll
else.
contact us tomorrow and look for some more information from us.
thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Can we-
If we could have a motion then to close the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gone. All right. The meeting, have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Adjourn the meeting.
Okay.
Figure out the meeting date.
Yeah,
before you adjourn.
just one other point. Due to the budgets upcoming for council, we've been asked to adjust our meeting date for the committee. So we were looking at adjusting the meeting to December the 9th.
December 9.
Tell them no.
Four 45 as usual, right?
Yeah, same time, same channel.
And we all got on really nice tonight.
Yeah. There is a God somewhere, I guess.
Somewhere. Okay,
We are
does it-
still-
okay, so December the 9th is fine, so.
Very good. So notices will go out for December the 9th and at the same time. And that being said, if we could have have a motion from the committee to close the meeting.
Well, we can close the meeting, just don't want everybody to go away yet. We have a motion we had the motion adjourned, and the meeting is now going to be December the 9th. So we're putting that off till that date. All in favor, we're good with that, thank you. Just this application, this format